Welcome back to another episode of the KGJ podcast. We're your hosts. I'm K.
I'm G.
And I'm J.
And we are the podcast about everything, where we talk about
everything.
pretty much. So we're going to start things off with our weekend. Pretty big weekend in fight news. We watched UFC 268. Headline the card was Kamaru Usman versus Colby Covington in Madison Square Garden, one of the most iconic arenas in the world, per se. Yeah.
And this event was the fourth highest attendance.
Fourth highest attendance in Madison Square Garden. UFC owns, I think, the 1 spot and the 2 spot, and now the 4 spot.
No, 1 and 4.
It's only 1 and 4?
Yeah.
Okay, it was only 1 and 4. But yeah, overall, that card on paper looked amazing, and the card delivered, especially the opening fight to the main card, Justin Gaethje versus Michael Chandler.
Yeah.
Amazing fight, standing bang. That was your first actual card that you watched live, right?
Yeah. I mean, I had watched Rose. She fought one time. The first time she. Yeah.
Nice. But how was your experience the whole card?
It was good. I was on the edge of my seat for some of them. For others, I was kind of laid down, you know. But it was good overall. I don't know anybody's name.
No, of course.
But
Of course.
it's pretty good.
Yeah. Now to keep you intrigued, right? To watch more fights, get you more into it. What's up?
I mean, if it's somebody that I know, because you know I play the game.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. If I want to be using them in the game, I gotta know what their actual fighting style is like, you know.
I got you. I just want to shout out to Beast Boy. That's his nickname. The little big chubby dude in the heavyweight division. He's short too, but man, that dude's flexibility, insane. He caught his opponent with the spinning back kick, and did the backflip after, which was.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I saw the clip.
It was insane.
Did you guys know he lost like 70 calories on the walkout?
Because of his dad's according to DC and John Attic.
Another thing I found kind of funny about him, Beast Boy as a general, he had a huge bald spot in the back of his head. And he had a little bun. Like, come on, dude. Just accept the fact you're bald and fat, but flexible.
It's funny because some of these guys, the way they're built and developed, you wouldn't even think of them as, fighters. Like,
No, yeah.
Yeah, like if I saw that dude walking down the street, like, oh man, you don't look anything like that.
Next thing you know, he does a spin kick, and
Yeah.
2 days later, you wake up in
Something like that.
bro.
Something like that. But yeah, the card was stacked. Very entertaining fights. One thing I was kind of disappointed for was Colby and Kamaru Usman's like beef per se. They put their beef aside and they said they had a lot of respect for each other inside the octagon after the fight.
Right.
But then right after that, Colby Covington goes into the back and starts running his mouth once again. I get it, it's a promotion. You're trying to get more fights, more money, but like at least just take your loss as it is. Be humble about it in the moment.
Okay. You want to know what caused Colby Covington to turn like that? Almost getting cut by the UFC for being too boring. He has gone full circle, created a whole heel character from wrestling and brought it into MMA, which he could back up.
Not really.
Not really against the pound for pound best fighter. He's the strongest number 2. Name me, other than my boy Hazmat, name me another fighter who will take Colby down.
Take Colby down is a different story, but another fighter that could beat Colby.
Beat Colby like that? Who?
Jorge Masvidal won, striking better than Colby.
Oh, come on, bro. You're going to take that.
I mean, Masvidal is on the cover of the game.
Jorge Masvidal.
That journeyman.
Bro, look at the welterweight division. You got Vincent Luque. Vincent Luque will beat Colby Covington. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Who's beating Stephen Wonderboy Thompson other than Tyron Woodley? Neither Kamaru Usman or Covington has fought with Thompson.
You're saying Covington is dodging him?
I think Covington is.
He's afraid.
I'm not a fan of Covington, right? Because like, I don't know. It's just me personally. Like, if I was in Colby's position, I wouldn't basically change myself to be that. There's so many other organizations that will take you as is if you're talented and promote you. That you don't need to, you know.
Other organizations?
Yeah.
Like where?
Bellator?
See, never heard of it.
Well, that's because you're. What's up?
No.
To the average consumer.
To the average consumer in the United States, UFC is MMA, right? When you talk about MMA, people automatically think UFC, right? But if you go past the UFC, there's Bellator, which is competing with UFC. Now they're starting to compete. They were actually the first organization to make it to Paris before UFC did, which is amazing. But you know what's bigger than UFC? ONE FC. ONE FC is a fighting organization out of Asia, and they have more viewers, obviously because it's Asia, but they have more viewers per event than the UFC does.
Okay, back to Bellator, dude. You know what I'm sick of?
No.
Bellator promoting their fights in my ads. I don't care about Chris Cyborg. Chris Cyborg cut from the UFC, bro.
But it's just crazy how these guys are on another level from the UFC, because you got guys who get picked up from Bellator, from the UFC, and they blew up in Bellator, like Corey Anderson, right? I don't know if you remember Corey Anderson. Corey Anderson was top-ranked light heavyweight guy who was on track to fight John Jones, but he got knocked out by Jan Blachowicz, and after that knockout, the UFC decided to cut him, and he went over to Bellator, and according to him, he made more money in 3 fights in Bellator than he has in his 8 fights that he had with the UFC. And on top of that, he was able to retire his wife, which is a plus. But back to my point, it's just there's so many other organizations out there that there's no need to be fake. You know what I mean? Like obviously this kid, Colby Covington's a character, right? It's not the real Colby Covington. Everyone knows that.
I didn't know that. Okay.
But like, you know, it's just these guys have to put this character on because they feel like if they don't put a character on, then they're not gonna get noticed, which is true. But I mean, I don't know. I just don't like the whole entertainment side of it. Like for that, I'll just watch WWE or watch paint dry. You know, that's what entertains me.
You know what it is? I'm a person I want to be entertained. I like a good plot, good storyline. You know, that whole beginning, middle, and ending. I like the trash talking because it builds up hype. Yeah. You know?
Don't get me wrong, I like a little trash talk too, but when it gets a little too personal, you know what I mean? Like the Conor and Khabib situation, and Conor versus Dustin situation, it's like, you know, you lost to them and you're still talking shit about their family, and you know, it's like.
Right, of course. My respects to the family, of course. Yeah. But he's doing what needs to be done.
Yeah. Put food on that table, butts in that seat.
Yes, yeah.
You know, he needs the extra income.
Yeah.
I heard he's.
But I think it's just honestly, I think it's an American thing, right? Where we need to be entertained.
Oh yeah.
Because like you look at not a lot of people know Demetrius Johnson, right? Mighty Mouse was a UFC guy who was a champion, ran through the division, 13 title fights, right? And the UFC cut him because they say he was unpromotable, right? I mean, the dude's how much promotion does he need? Like, isn't the promotion your job as a company, not him? If he's just a humble fighter who's not gonna talk smack, whose job does it really lie on?
It's a new age, bro.
I know, you gotta give him somebody to work with. If a professor gives you an assignment with no context, that's on you. Like you kind of, you know, you don't have nothing to work with.
As an average watcher, average viewer, whatever. If you go and you see, oh wow, this guy's badass. He's the most badass person, and then you go on the interview and he doesn't speak English. You know, it doesn't go with that.
Yeah.
Right. But then, like, he's a beast in the ring.
Yeah.
You don't understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
You're not gonna follow him. Next fight, he's headlining. Why is he headlining? I want to see Masvidal. I want to see Covington. I want to see McGregor.
I get you. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
Not that you need to speak English. You know, all those Brazilian guys.
Peter Young.
Fuck you up.
Yeah.
But on that topic, Khalil Pegleg Hendricks.
Jeez.
Okay.
What would be your walkout music if you were in hypothetically you made it into the organization?
It'll probably be Through the Fire and the Flames. Yeah. I feel like that's always hyped enough, and then it's a good representation about where you're about to go, because you're about to go through hell in the Arctic.
To be honest with you, I have no idea what that song sounds like. Probably sounds pretty good.
I'll show you after.
No, man, you see the blink look on my face? I've been trying to say, like, what songs do I know from memory? Because I know I'm next. To be honest with you, I don't know. Stronger by Kanye West.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By Ye, bro.
Yeah.
Who's
Has
Kanye West?
Has it gone through yet?
I think.
I don't even know.
I think so.
Whatever, Ye, Easy, Yeezus, Mr. West, whatever you want to refer to him as. What about you?
Battleborn.
Ooh.
Okay.
But me, I'll have my music represent who I'm fighting. Like, I think if hypothetically I were to fight on McGregor, I would have Irish music and then like tease the fans hard because I'll be a natural heel. That's why I like Colby Covington.
Would you fight like him too?
I don't think I
You would
could.
lose like him?
Huh? Think I would lose like him? Probably. I have no background in martial arts, boss. You'll probably lose like him too.
Me? Oh,
Actually, no, I wouldn't lose like him. I'll lose like Ben Askren.
What about who was the other guy? The NBA player that fight.
Name Robinson.
That Robinson guy.
I don't count that, bro. That's more sports entertainment than wrestling.
Alright, now that you brought this up, I just have to add something to it. So, supposedly, Jake Paul's contract with Tyron Woodley got revealed somehow. Right?
Revealed? Okay.
Yeah. And in Tyron Woodley's contract, supposedly it was written that Tyron Woodley could not knock out Jake Paul. If he knocked out Jake Paul, he wouldn't get paid.
Tragic.
Just have to toss that out there. I'm not sure.
Is that a fact?
I mean, it's just been rumors all over the internet.
Rumors?
Yeah, I haven't clicked on the article.
No,
It's just clickbait,
a young man once said, lies travel faster than the truth.
No, you wanna know what?
You know how long that fight's been, bro? Took a while for the truth to come out.
Hey, man, you don't know what side I was on. Maybe I was trying to say that the truth finally came out, bro.
You wanna know what a wise man once said?
Huh?
If you don't watch the news, you're not informed.
If you who?
If you don't watch or read the news, you're not informed. If you do watch and read the news, you're misinformed.
Tight.
Denzel Washington.
Oh.
Mr. Denzel himself.
Smart man.
Very smart man.
Smart man. He goes out there and chases the news. That's what he does.
Oh, damn. I like that.
Bank robbery, he's right there. Right outside. Right on the side. Oh, no. So speaking of fighting and what we did on the weekends, I want to say on Halloween weekend, the day before Halloween, I was going to a location that I shall not name with certain individuals that I shall not name. Everybody's dressed up. We're in the line. I want to say it's a good like 30 to 45 minutes.
Sheesh.
Yeah, it was Halloween Eve. But we're in the line, we finally get to the front. And I see this cop throw down this other cop. And his head starts bleeding. Now, in my head, I'm not thinking, oh, it's Halloween.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I say. Were they like real cops?
Look, I had two people in front of me fighting. Both are wearing a vest that says police on the back and the front, right? The only difference was like one was wearing a hat. They were all dressed in all black. One of them was missing a shoe. Yeah.
What type of shoe?
A Nike shoe. I think the Nike shoe really what gave it away because I saw him on the floor with one shoe on and some fuzzy socks on the other foot. And I saw his friends on the back holding the other Nike shoe. But they wouldn't let them through to give him his shoe. So listen, I don't know what the full story is, but I'm assuming Big Man got thrown out. But it was just ironic because I wasn't the only one that was confused. I thought this was some police on police brutality.
Blue on blue crime.
Blue on blue crime. No, and then right after, like, he gets escorted by the actual police. The guy's like, oh, okay, let me see your ID. Oh, just walk right on in. I'm like, oh, nice. Feel very safe right now.
So what happens if he wasn't an actual police officer? He was a bouncer dressed as a police officer.
No, he was.
Were they the same build?
Huh?
The
No,
two
bro. I had one average guy and then one that looked like he could deadlift me. The one that was the real cop that threw him down was the really built one.
Damn, you think cops are just waiting for that moment for someone to strike?
Just to throw him down. And you know, nobody expected it. I was facing the other way. I just heard it on the floor. Everybody's like, oh my god! Johnny, what's going on?
Damn, bro.
Johnny.
La gente está muy loca.
Do you think Johnny would be eligible for an insurance claim to rip off?
I think they would sort him out right.
Yeah.
Listen, these police officers are stepping out of bounds. You can't just be throwing people like that on the floor.
No, not really, right?
Hey, you know what? Matter of fact, check out their new commercial out now. Make sure to give them a call.
Hi, I'm Rip Weinstein.
And I'm off Rubenstein.
Do you have extra money you don't need lying around? Well, we got you covered.
With our extensive catalog of coverage, we can find what best works for you.
Unlike these other companies, we will give you the rip-off experience like no other, as we've been rated #1 in the country on ripoffcom.
So after calling 911 after a car accident, give us a call. We might answer, we might not.
Call us today at 1-800-888-888 or visit us on our website, ripoff.com. We will give you the best deal, making you spend more money on our debt for our benefit. That's 1-800-888-888 or ripoff.com.
Alright, and welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that commercial, and yo, listen, make sure you give them a call. Whatever you need, they got you covered.
For sure. So, something that's been blowing up recently, I don't know if you guys know. So, the Alec Baldwin situation, I don't know how much you guys know, if you guys know anything about it, but, so basically what happened was Alec Baldwin is the producer of this movie called West, right? And on set, he ended up shooting and killing the director of cinematography, right?
Oh!
So, I just want to give you guys all the details I know, and I want your opinion on who's at fault, things like that. So, the armorer who gave the assistant director a gun was a 24-year-old, unexperienced, uncertified armorer, right? The assistant director admitted that once he got the gun, he didn't check it before he gave it to Baldwin. Now, Baldwin supposedly is like against guns, all that, you know, get rid of the Second Amendment, supposedly all that stuff, right? So it's kind of ironic that he was the one that actually shot and killed the cinematographer, right? I was listening to this podcast for school, so this is where I'm getting all my information from. They also said that during the set before the gun actually went off and killed the director of photography, they had a couple misfires from previous days. So they already had issues on set. And then I read an article from The Variety that said that they were using that same gun that they gave to Baldwin for target practice on cans.
Who was using it?
The crew.
Okay.
So there's red flags all over the place, whether it's true or not. There's still red flags all over the place.
Right.
You know, there was messages being sent from crew members saying that the set was unsafe because of all this, all these things that they were doing from overnight stays and all that stuff, whatever. So I just want your opinion on it. Who is at fault? Because where the movie was being shot, you don't need to be certified to be an armorer like you do in other states in that state where the movie is being shot, which is crazy, right? If you're handling weapons and or dangerous items, you need to be somewhat certified or have some sort of knowledge.
What state?
It was New Mexico, I believe.
You wanna go first?
Like, so what I'm hearing is the fact that Alec Baldwin's not only an actor in the movie, but he is a producer. He's gonna be at fault and liable for any charges being pressed. Because as a producer, you're supposed to know what's going on your set. It's a tough situation to kind of gauge.
Okay, so this is my perspective, right? Number one, so you're saying the state didn't require a certification?
Yeah.
Okay, so this guy was hired without being certified.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can be at fault for not checking the certification just because in that specific state you don't need a certification.
Exactly.
Now, as for the misfires and the crew shooting target practice, that was obviously unprofessional. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the fact that the armorer himself plus the assistant didn't verify and check that the gun wasn't loaded prior to, I feel like putting yourself in Alec's place, right? Or like putting yourself, I'm gonna compare this to, for example, McDonald's drive-thru, right? No, but listen to what I'm gonna say, right?
Alright.
You pull up to the first window, you tell them your order, right?
Yeah.
You go to the second window, before you even pay, they repeat you your order.
Mm-hmm.
You go to the other window, they give you your order, they ask you if you want any sauce or anything else.
Yeah.
Right? It's 3 times. If you open your McDonald's bag and you don't get what you ordered, McDonald's is its fault. Because why? You went through 3 different stages and they still managed to mess it up.
Okay.
Now, bringing it back to this, I feel like the fact that number one, the gunsmith or however you want to call him, didn't verify. Plus the assistant manager didn't verify. If I'm in Alec's place, I'm, assuming, right, that there's a blink in here. This is a movie set.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A professional has verified this.
Yeah.
I'm not a professional.
No, of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think you bring up a great argument to him not being at fault.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he's probably going to end up being at fault. They're probably going to blame it all on him, try to save this movie, and try to keep shooting. Does Hollywood need their money?
Well, no, it's not a Hollywood movie.
It's not a Hollywood movie?
No, it's I think it's his own production movie, his own production company that's producing the movie.
Oh!
Yeah.
It's his fault in the end then. Anyways.
It is, especially for this one fact that I found really interesting that I kind of left out, just of his. So, gun training 101, right? If it's paintball gun, a Nerf gun, airsoft gun, right? You guys been paintballing, right? What's the number one rule they tell you?
Trigger, finger off the trigger.
Okay, and then if you're outside or if you're walking to where you're gonna start at, where you're supposed to be pointing the gun?
Floor.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I didn't let him answer.
No, all good. That's the point,
So
right?
did he aim it at her and shot it?
That's the thing, right?
Is there video proof?
There's no video proof, but supposedly, again, this is all speculation.
Right.
He aimed the gun directly at it, right?
Yeah.
Which is a huge no-no. Even if you're dealing with a real gun, even if there's a blank in there,
Type.
right? You don't want to put anyone at risk of injuring them by pointing it right at them,
Yeah.
Especially where the camera was angled, there was no need to point it right at her.
Mm-hmm.
From what all the speculation says.
Right.
So I think he has to. I think
Was she in the movie too?
who?
Did this
Probably
happen like
backstage.
offset? Like
No, it happened on set. It was
like as they were shooting something.
yeah. This was a scene that they were shooting.
So the camera was rolling.
Yeah,
That changes.
yeah.
Okay, keep going.
How did that change?
How does that change?
Well, for me, I'm thinking right. Director's already said, all right, cut, and he's like, oh, look at this gun, and just shoots her.
Oh.
But if you're saying this was mid-shooting,
Yeah.
poor choice of words. But if you're saying this was mid-shooting of the scene, if this was part of the scene, I feel like that just, I understand what you're saying about not pointing it directly, but at the same time, going back to your paintball thing, right? If you go in the paintball arena and they say start,
Yeah.
you're gonna start shooting.
No, of course, but I mean, it's just
I get it. They could have angled it differently,
Yeah.
so you would have pointed straight at the
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, like it was just a bunch of red flags, and I'm really interested to know how this thing ends up
Developing.
Well, yeah, exactly, going about, and if they end up releasing everything from the crew members' messages to their loved ones or whatever, how unsafe the set was, and the whole nine.
Well, I think it's safe to assume his career is over. Cause I'm gonna go with the fact he hired everybody, right? Cause he said it's not. He's a producer.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they don't necessarily handle the hiring situation, but
But he's like he has a big input on it, and he's not doing a good job if it's unsafe. And then he ended up killing them.
yeah, the unsafe thing, that's totally his fault, 100%. It's his production company, from what I understand.
I don't know. I mean, let's see how this keeps developing.
Yeah.
We'll keep you posted as we get more information.
This is Channel 6 News reporting live.
But I guess that'll be just something that we just save for later, right?
Okay, look. Okay, look. Let's say example. You're eating food, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you eat everything at the same time, or do you have a preference and then you're like, oh, I want this to be my last bite?
Oh, nice.
I have a perfect answer to that, but I want Khalil to go first.
It depends, right? If I have like some sauce on the side, you know what I mean? Like some chicken, I want to see that perfect bite for that last bit of sauce that I have, you know what I mean? But usually I have a way I eat, right? Let's say I have some rice, beans, and some chicken, right? I'll eat it in that order.
Rice, then beans, then chicken.
Exactly. I'll take a bite of rice, a bite of beans, a bite of chicken.
Okay.
That's how I usually eat my food.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant you finished the rice, then you finished the beans.
Oh no, that's
then
just weird.
right? That's I was gonna say, ladies and gentlemen, we got a cycle right here. Listen, bro. I want to tell you right now. I want to give you a perfect example. You go to Denny's. Get yourself a sampler with toast, eggs, pancakes, sausage, whatever it comes with.
Before you carry on,
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say, Denny's
Or IHOP, bro.
is trash.
Okay, IHOP.
That's better.
IHOP, right? I'm telling you right now, everything. No, trust me, I'm getting hungry too. But everything has to be like, bro. It has to be the perfect bite every time. Like you'll see me. I'll take a piece of egg, a cut of sausage, and then we'll have like I'll eat that. I'll eat a bite of toast. It's gonna be the pancakes. Now that would be criminal for me to add it into the mix. You know what I mean? That's kind of like dessert. But that goes with like everything else, bro. There's no way I'm gonna eat my burger then like eat my fries. I have to have burger then fries.
Yeah.
Burger then fries.
You have to have a bite of burger with a bite of rice.
Okay, and now, so I could get into the point.
Okay.
Now, for a long time, I was single for a long time. All right.
Okay.
And then in my head, I'll be like, am I that ugly? Oh.
Look, I think honestly, listen. This is what we're gonna do, right? He's gonna re-say that phrase in a proper manner, and we're just gonna bleep out that entire other phrase. This gives you some time to process and really think.
I almost died on there, bro. I forgot.
Just re-say it, but like
Okay.
properly, how you really want. Think about this really before you say it.
Alright, take two.
Take your time.
All right. So now let me spin this in a different way.
Okay.
Now, for a long time,
Different perspective. Go ahead.
for a long time, I was single, and I was like, damn, am I that ugly? Like, does no one like the characteristics that I'm putting out?
Right.
Right? And And then I had now that I have a girlfriend, and then now I have like time to think, and like I have time to process things. And it has come to my attention, what if, just like the food, the girls are looking at guys, and in their head, they're saying, I'm gonna save him for later on in life. I'm gonna save that person for later. And it's not saying that that person's still gonna be there, it's just that type of person. Because I don't know about y'all, but I've seen females like deny a guy and then date someone almost exactly like them. A clone.
Okay.
Now, do you feel like that is happening too, or is it just Crazy Joe?
I think it's just Crazy Joe because a king works on himself.
We're not gonna go through that again. No. Give me a different line.
Oh no, I know exactly what he means. Like, you know. With that being said, right? Let me answer your question with a question. Does nice guys finish last?
At the first part of the race, they do.
Okay.
This is not a rally race. It's not first half. It's a race. We're talking about in the long run, long term.
Hey, boss, you're here. You won a race in your life. You were born. Okay? You won a race.
Oh my God.
You're already a winner to me. You're just not the winner I want you to be.
Jesus.
Famous words by Joe.
Dropping bars.
Street
So
bars.
the reason why I asked that, right, is because there's a theory that goes around that says women don't want guys to provide everything to them, right? You guys heard about that?
I'm intrigued. Go on.
So supposedly, right?
I'm intrigued. Okay.
If a man provides everything to that woman,
Okay.
right? Depending on the woman, obviously, but like majority of the women will end up getting bored, feeling that they lost their sense of independence, right?
Okay.
That's where nice guys finish last comes from, because a nice guy typically wants to provide for the woman, right?
There was scientific evidence behind this. It wasn't just like a random question.
No. So, yes and no, right? Some girls some girls think that you're too nice, so I'm gonna get bored of you quick. So let me go do what I'm gonna do first, entertain myself, and if you're still around, you know what I mean? But you can say the same thing about men as well.
Oh no, this wasn't only one-sided.
Of course, we're not double standing over here.
Right. It's like what was that one thing that one guy said? If you leave cheese out for too long, it'll get fermented, man. You know?
What?
Like you can't be.
Who said that?
Wait, can you repeat that? 'Cause I had something completely different. No, I just want you to get the 30 thought in my mind. What did you say?
If you leave cheese out for too long, it'll become fermented.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Alright.
He was talking about
Wait,
saving for
hold on,
later.
boss. What were you
Yeah,
thinking about?
We'll bleep it out. What did you hear?
I heard if you leave cheese out for too long, you'll start feeling like a titty.
Okay, I did not hear that at all. You have
I'm just saying. I don't know. It's just the angle of
Maybe the airflow.
Exactly.
No, but that's what I was saying. Like, if you do leave a person per se, right? And this goes both ways.
Yeah.
For too long, maybe in the beginning was just nice fresh cheese, but by the time you come back, if you wait too long, it becomes blue cheese. Now some people might like blue cheese.
No, of course.
I don't like blue cheese. You like
You
blue
don't
cheese?
like that thing?
You like blue cheese, Joe?
Yeah, bro.
I don't
It's
like
an
blue
extra textures.
But no, I get what you're saying, right? But the majority of it is because of the fact of that,
The scientific fact that you brought up.
The scientific fact. Exactly.
Oh, you forgot the scientific fact that you brought up? You want me to...
But yeah.
No, yeah, honestly, I guess I mean I get it though.
Yeah.
After a certain point, you get tired of the same thing.
Now I want to bring this up. Not R. Kelly, Jesus. Machine Gun Kelly.
Two different people, bro.
Two different Kellys.
Two different Kellys.
Machine Gun Kelly, he was dating this model at first.
Oh,
and then he said that he didn't want to stay with her because she was wife material and he wanted to get his rapping career booming.
Right.
Now, his best friend, Pete Davidson, is an underrated ladies' man. You see him out there with Kim?
Kardashian?
Yes, sir.
I didn't see it, but I heard it through the
The
bushes.
What's going on?
So listen, apparently, we got hella news. So apparently, right, Kanye West and Kim Kardashian, they have that whole divorce thing on the line.
Yeah.
He went on a podcast and he said that they're not officially divorced
Who's
yet.
Kanye?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then,
You know you can't believe anything that comes out of your mouth.
well, yeah,
Okay.
type. But then you got like news saying that Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian went on a date in some like place that has rides, and they were holding hands. Who's out here reporting this, bro? Like, if you're like, I mean, if you see them, that's one thing. But if you're really gonna be like, the picture was blurry, you could tell what was going on.
Yeah.
Now, to add to Pete Davidson's resume, who has he been with?
He's been-
My sense.
Ariana Grande.
That's
That's the singer one.
Yeah.
I don't. Was he with her?
I don't know. He probably.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, he's been around.
He's been around.
Yeah.
I mean, celebrities, they know each other.
Yeah,
all
they got
know each
contacts.
other,
Yeah. But I really didn't see Kim Kardashian dating Pete Davidson.
I don't think they.
But I don't know.
I mean, they were holding hands. That's
They
how
were
you get
holding
pregnant, right?
yeah, that's how you get pregnant, bro. But at the same time, grain of salt, because we don't know if it's true.
Yeah.
Gotta be confirmed. But apparently, Kanye West is dating somebody else too now. Yeah, it's
I
kind
mean,
of
now
like
that we're talking about celebrities, Will and
Jada.
there you go.
Yeah, we know her.
You know they have an open relationship.
Yeah, bro. We talked about this. How he was.
No, it's just like every day there's more that comes out.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like,
Like
I mean, it's not even like, okay, I feel like the whole open relationship thing is just a cover up, because if you really think about it, if they had an open relationship before, right?
Yeah.
And when this whole thing came out, they could have just said it. But then she had a whole sit down with Will that became a whole meme for 3 months of him just, looking
tears.
with despair.
And
he had tears. He had tears.
He had tears.
I didn't even see the video. His eyes looked watery. Maybe it was just some dust. I don't know. But he looked like he wanted to cry. And then every single day, it's a different thing. But I saw a thing where there was a tweet saying like, oh, the open relationship.
Yeah.
And then somebody quote tweeted it and said, damn, Will Smith needs to hang out with Future. Because you know how Future is the one that's like,
Yeah.
he's got, but then Future takes a picture, like a black picture, and he puts on it, I'd rather hang out with Jada.
Oh.
Damn, that's tragic for him. He just can't catch a break, to be honest.
No.
You know he made shirts that said, I'd rather hang with Jada?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who,
that's-
Will?
No,
No,
Future.
Future.
He made merch.
Damn.
You know, that all goes back to putting asses in seats. And bro, you have to make stuff up to become popular, and that's why Colby Covington is the best.
Oh my god, dude.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know
keep
about
going
making
back to
stuff up.
this. No, man.
You gotta get that whole arc in the story. But we've diverted enough. Pete Davidson, underrated ladies man, gives hope to all humanity.
Gives hope.
Bro, you look
Okay, look, let me tell you this right now. Is Pete Davidson funny?
kind of.
He's medium funny, bro. He has his moments.
Yeah.
Like, some of his jokes are kind of cringe, or it's like just some random fact that, like, if you don't know the celebrity he's referring within his joke, you're not gonna get it.
The only thing I liked about Pete Davidson was when he was on Wild 'N Out and they were doing the remix of the Itsy Bitsy Spider.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, no, he's good on. I mean, he's kind of funny on there, I guess. But what else? He's
He just
an influence. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's just there, but like, I don't think he's the hero that's needed. I don't think he's
not the hero we need, but he's the hero we deserve. Batman.
I mean, the only thing about Pete Davidson that I can admire about him is that how open he is about his mental health.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It opens up that door for other celebrities to talk about and then making us normal people feel like it's okay, even though it is, and we don't need anybody, to tell us that it is. Just you're okay, by the way. You're okay.
Okay.
Oh, you're listening.
You're okay.
I wanna kind of diverge a little bit, open up a new topic, right?
But first,
you
should watch our basketball highlights with our sponsor,
Haterade. Okay, I was getting a little thirsty anyway, so look, check it out.
Alright, Bob, it looks like it's gonna be some pretty heavy competition today.
A very anticipated matchup.
Ooh, and he swishes that one.
Ooh, and the spin on that one.
Ooh, somebody's gonna have to call 1-800 for police after that move.
Hey, we need a close up. Let's get down there.
I need some haterade right now.
He's not looking too good. Someone needs to get him an inhaler.
Hey, he needs some milk.
He looks like Bambi trying to take his first steps.
I'll bring him my grandma's walker. He needs it more than her.
Wait, what is that? What are you drinking?
I think that's haterade.
Eyeball! Haterade!
Haterade. Feel the hate. Welcome back. Hope that made you thirsty. And if it did, get yourself hydrated.
With haterade!
Exactly.
So, I got a question for you, right?
Okay.
How do you feel about FBI listening whenever you get on one of these meta apps, such as Instagram or what used to be Facebook, meta.com?
Did they already change it?
I don't know.
Not yet. Yeah,
Wait, hold on, pause. What?
Yeah, well,
Facebook is no longer. Wait, so.
There's no faces in the book anymore.
Wait, but I thought Facebook owned Instagram.
They do.
They do, but now
it's all part of the metaverse.
We're going into the metaverse?
No, we're just gonna be using
We're part of the metaverse.
We're already been in it.
Yeah.
You've been in it this whole time?
Yeah, well.
Open your eyes, bro.
Dude, am I a lizard man?
Oh my god. No, but okay, so look. I don't know the full details. Like, we'll break it down into two sections.
Wait, hold on, but I just gotta ask. Have you opened Instagram lately?
Yeah.
You know how, when you open Instagram now, have you noticed anything when the Instagram thing pops up?
No.
Takes a picture of you?
No.
Oh,
It says powered by Meta.
Oh, I mean, you know I don't pay attention. My Instagram is never closed. It always stays open. So I mean, it probably needs to update.
Probably.
But wow.
Yeah.
No, so look, like, do you know any details about it? Because as of right now, I just know that Facebook's changing their name.
Mm-hmm.
They want to bring everything into this metaverse that they call it.
Yeah.
They're trying to do stuff with like virtual or holographic.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like it's just a basic generic trailer.
Wait, I think it's just a rebrand, to be honest.
Yeah, because like, I mean, during the trailer it shows like people doing things, right, like such as playing chess or other things, but you're playing against a virtual person, but that person is just somewhere else with another headset.
Wait, so Facebook is no longer
Facebook
going
doesn't
to...
exist anymore. Facebook,
What are you
Facebook,
talking about?
Mind, bro. Facebook is no longer in your vocabulary.
Wait, okay, so what are my parents and family
Meta.
members gonna...
Meta.
Yeah, are they still gonna post?
Probably.
Okay.
It's gonna be Metabook.
Yeah, in the metaverse. Everything they post or have ever posted will be posted on the metaverse.
Speaking of that, that is so crazy because I deleted my Facebook account. It doesn't exist anymore.
It's still in
I
the
deleted it. but I googled my name the other day,
And you step up.
and I found pictures of me, and I've been trying to get those pictures so I can post it on my Instagram as a throwback.
But you're not able to.
I'm not
Let me
able
tell you
to
right now,
hack into the metal.
If I'm not like mistaken, for a time, bro, like, do you know how hard it is to delete your Facebook?
Oh, it's literally
It's not that
impossible.
hard.
I don't.
It's literally
It
impossible.
is,
did it.
dude.
No. I'm
Did
pretty
you
sure-
delete it or did you deactivate
I
it?
think he
Because those
deactivated
are two
it,
different
because I'm
things.
pretty sure if I Googled you right now, I can find your Facebook.
Your Facebook
Google me
is-
right now, boss.
We'll do
we're
it
busy,
after.
Yeah,
We'll
busy.
do it after, and
Yeah.
we'll point up here.
I'm not putting nothing's going up there.
Whatever. Next podcast, you'll find out if he.
Look, honestly, I'm telling you right now, I had a Facebook. I thought I deleted it. Guess what? Now I still have a Facebook. Same one. I tried to make a new one and it was like, oh, looks like this phone number is already being used. Even you deactivate it, people can't search it up, but it's never lost. It's just gonna be part of the metaverse. Maybe when you're a grandpa, you're gonna reactivate it, show your kids. Look, this was me in middle school.
I'm pretty sure I did it.
No.
Anyways, you guys were saying.
The same thing with like the metaverse and how it's expanding. We don't even know what they're doing now, you know, like with the FBI listening in and all that.
Of course.
It's probably just gonna get even worse.
Maybe.
Everything you're gonna see, like everything's gonna have powered by Meta underneath it. It's gonna be Disney, Amazon,
And
Meta. Who else? Who else is in up? Tesla.
Tesla can be bought by Meta or Disney.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's probably gonna be Disney or
You think it's
Disney
Disney?
overlords or.
Yeah.
I think
Right.
what? So
You know
get
what
like
Disney? You know what Disney gonna do? Disney gonna buy Tesla, and turn Tesla into.
A ride.
No. Turn Tesla cars into like, Star Wars spaceships.
Dude, no. Look. We all think Mars our next planet. No, Mars is gonna be the next amusement park, or the moon. Oh my God, Disney, Disneyland, Disney World, Disney Planet. Make it happen, Walt.
I mean, look, if you get here, you'd probably be interested, to be honest. But that sounds.
I want my cut.
Our cut. It was
Yeah,
another
right.
show.
We all came together. It's the KGJ show. It's not the Joe show. Oh man. No, but like, look, they're already listening to everybody.
Yeah.
How many times do you get targeted ads? Not even ads, just posts in general.
No, you know.
All the time, especially that damn Bellator.
You know
I
what's-
don't.
Oh, good.
No,
No,
go
you
ahead.
know what's crazy? Like you talk about something, right? 2 days later, you start getting pop-up stuff on
Oh, yeah,
Instagram.
yeah.
It's just,
Listen,
yeah.
sometimes if you're hungry, it's just better to not open Instagram. I don't know about you guys,
Yeah.
but I'm getting these food reviews. It's always like a triple stack burger
You don't
or
even
some
eat those.
tacos. I eat those, but I get hungry, man. When I'm watching that, some cheese fries with some scallions on top.
Yeah.
My God. Or basketball stuff. They keep trying to teach me how to play. Listen, that's not how, I gotta be out on the court. I'm not gonna remember this when I get out.
For $69.99, you can buy my training videos and then I play basketball.
No, we're not. No, I'm not interested, sir.
4 payments of 69. Let's get it.
You gotta get 4 payments in there.
4 payments, yeah.
No, man.
But me, my algae rhythm is it's full of
That joke of it.
it's full of Naruto cars,
Cars.
places to travel.
So I got a question, right?
Yes.
Actually, no, I just had a brain for that. Carry on.
Well, yeah. So
Go ahead.
apparently it's gonna be full of blue balls because I don't know what he
He's
edged me on for.
Yeah, you saw how close you got to the mic.
I
I was
know,
really
I know.
excited for what you about to say.
He almost swallowed that thing.
I did forget what I was gonna say.
Wow.
Wow, that's crazy, dude.
Okay. Well, so I got a story that happened to me like a couple weeks back, right? So I'm on campus, right? Outfits gotta be on point, right? Just got out of class, took the bus, the shuttle to the other campus.
Yeah.
Right? And my friend's like, I answer him. He's like, "Yo, Gio." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, you should come to the floor that I'm on." I'm like, "Okay, what floor are you going to?" He tells me, "Oh, I want to be on so and so floor," right? And he's like, "Oh, but it's a quiet floor." So I'm like, "Okay, cool." So then I go to the library.
Yeah.
I go up to the floor. Keep in mind, this whole time I'm wearing one AirPod.
Because you lost the other.
Because I lost the other.
Just gotta put that
But
up.
whatever. So I'm wearing the one AirPod. I'm playing music, right? At a medium level. It's not like you could hear it or anything. And I'm walking, right? I circled the whole floor. Couldn't find him. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do a second lap. I do a second lap, and then halfway through, I'm in the middle of this room. My AirPod dies, right? Now you may be like, oh, why is that tragic? It was at that point that I realized how loud Air Forces were. Because it's leather. You could hear me squeaking all the way across the room. I had been speed walking the whole time, and as soon as I could hear myself walk, I looked up and I saw, like, every time I would walk by, people would be looking up, but I just thought it was because somebody's walking by. And I realized it was because I was making noise the whole time. And I'm in the middle of the room. I had to squeak my way all the way to the end. I called home, like, "Yo, listen, you have to come and pick me up from the elevators because there's no way I'm squeaking my way across that room again." No. Turns out, you wanna know where he was? Right near the elevator.
Oh,
I didn't even see him the first 2 times. It's kind of tragic.
You know, that's kind of why I want to buy boots, because I love it when I hear myself walk.
Oh,
Okay.
nice. I like to be a silent ninja.
Yeah.
Nobody expects it.
Well, with that story, I guess it's time for Song of the Week.
Songs of the week.
Song of the Week.
Jeez, you wanna get us started, sir?
And you want me to get started? My song of the week is gonna be "OY" by NF.
Why? What is there a story behind that?
No, I mean, it's just a song that tells a story about, like, you know, why he does certain things, such as exclude himself from certain people, you know, saves himself.
Okay.
Pretty up song. Has a strong message.
Nice. I will say my song of the week is gonna be Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. It's just, that song tells the whole story. The beat changes more than I change shirts in the morning. It's just one of the classic ones, and I just heard it today. You know, new week.
Yeah.
It's, what is it, Tuesday? It's Tuesday. It could still be song of the week.
Yeah, definitely.
You know? What about you?
My song is "Tragedy" by the Bee Gees. Tragedy. Because the tragic thing that happened was, I was at work. All right. I was helping out. I was helping out a customer find an item that I didn't know where it was, and Publix has this Publix Pro app that lets you find everything around the store. Now I'm finding that I found it. Now as I was going to show the customer, hey, look, we don't have any, boss. A little kid pushed me a little bit, walking to get some cookies in that aisle, and I slowly turn around, fall drastically. My phone ends up splashing, shattering, but the shatter wasn't what broke it. The screen turned black, and the lights started to fade. I got down on my knees, and I realized I have no phone no more.
Tragic.
Pure tragedy.
Did you run after the kid?
No.
I would have told his mom to pay for my phone. Hey, listen, meow.
No. I provide premier customer service. IKEA, if you're watching, hire me.
Oh my god.
Long story short, no, that is the whole story. I don't know why I said that. Long story turned longer. I went to go get a new phone, and it turns out they're on back order.
Oh,
Because-
nice. Which phone are you looking at?
Wait, why are they on back order?
Oh, just because it's a high demand. I actually,
like,
if you want to bring that up, I saw today that Apple is shifting from using their chips on their iPads to their iPhones because they're just having that much trouble manufacturing chips
That's a reason.
Like they're stopping production of iPads
There you go.
because they need it for the phones.
That's why GPUs are hard, CPUs are hard to find.
Mm-hmm. You can't build a PC
GPUs are hard to
nowadays.
find. PS5s are hard to find. Xbox One, Xbox Series are hard to find.
Down
Cars are being delayed.
cars.
Yeah.
Type, yeah.
Long story turned longer, explained.
Part 2 in the next episode.
I don't have a phone until December something.
Wow. And we're in November.
As of right now, it might get delayed though.
Huh?
Might get delayed. Just.
No, you know what? The biggest problem I have with Apple, the biggest problem, I don't care that's going to be delayed. Could you take the money out of my account already so I don't have to be stressing over keeping that thing? Oh, they don't charge until it ships.
Just put it in your savings, bro.
It's a little late for me to put in my savings. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the journey of the KGJ podcast. The podcast about everything. And we are your hosts.
I'm K.
I'm G.
And I'm Jay, signing out. Peace, love, and positivity.
That's my thing.
Have a great night. Later.